Welcome back to NeXt Gaming, where we cover everything newsworthy that pertains to games. If you want to support the channel, hit the subscribe button. We create gaming and movie related content daily. Starting with the new games that came out this week, we got Disney Illusion World today, the 28th, came out. I'm kind of mixed on it. I don't know if I'm really going to get it or not. I might. I've been looking at it, but we'll see. We also have F1 Manager 2023 coming early next week on the 31st, so check those out. Alright guys, on to the main headlines for the show, starting off with Mortal Kombat 1 DLC characters. They've been revealed. Among many, we have Peacekeeper and Homelander, Omni-Man. I'm personally excited for Homelander, me myself, but Omni-Man is a close second. I can't wait to play this. Me and my girlfriend are huge fans of both The Boys and Invincible, so that's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. And if you didn't hear, High on Life has released on PlayStation 5. I think it came out last Saturday or last Friday, so check that out if you didn't get it on Game Pass. I personally played it through it. It's a real short game, so I don't know if it's really worth $70, but you know, if you do have Game Pass, go check it out on that platform, to be honest. There's also a lot of PS5 Pro rumors circulating again this week. Honestly, some people are for it, some aren't for it. I think we haven't seen enough impressive games to really say that, you know, we don't need a Pro. But you gotta admit that the PS4 generation took a little bit to get out, so maybe we'll start seeing some impressive games in the next year or two, and then the Pro will pretty much be useless. But until, obviously, the PS5 default is not pushing it like it should. The PlayStation Q Lite also got some leaked images that sparked controversies over the design and potential price. Some people are, you know, I think a majority of people think this could have been designed better. I myself think it could have been designed better, but I think, you know, the price is kind of mixed. It's up in the air for most people. You know, some people are okay with paying $200 for this. Some aren't. Some think, you know, it can't go above $250. Some say if it's above $300, you know, it's all over the place. I think if it's a $300 device, that kind of blows. You know, I was hoping it would be somewhere around $250. So we'll just have to wait. I'm hoping they don't make some dumb decisions, but again, this is just like an accessory. It's kind of like the DualSense Edge controller. It's very niche, you know, kind of like a luxurious item. Not too many people are going to be interested in it. So we're just going to have to see. I wouldn't doubt a $300, you know, remote play handheld from Sony, but we'll just have to see. Also, Ubisoft set the world on fire this week when gamers realized they can delete your entire library of games if inactive for too long. So that's outrageous. That's literally insane. It's only going to push people from your service. I don't know why Ubisoft would do this. Hopefully they fix this issue and this doesn't continue forever, because that's very bad timing considering Ubisoft is kind of trying to make a comeback right now. So, you know, we'll have to see how that goes. Monster Energy also leaked the Modern Warfare 3 logo. I can't show it, obviously, for obvious reasons, but they leaked it. It's what we all thought. Some people were complaining that it could have been done better, which is crazy that Activision don't know how to make a logo anymore, but that is the case, apparently. And it all came from Monster Energy drink. So we can thank them, I guess. Pikmin 4 is off to a great start in the UK, with sales up 45% compared to Pikmin 3, and 400,000 units in Japan, shutting Final Fantasy 16 down. That is insane. I didn't expect that whatsoever in the slightest at all. But Japan is a little bit more different than the other markets, so this is a little bit more explainable considering a lot more people have the Switch versus the PlayStation 5. So it all adds up. But geez, Pikmin, a very niche franchise in general, but it's also a franchise that never really got off the ground. You know, through the GameCube and then through the Wii U, it's always had a rough time. So this is nice. This is a cool switch up. Tencent also partnered with Techland as the majority shareholder of the company, while on the verge of their new AAA open world title. So this is just insane that this came up. Tencent is, you know, going around. They're probably going to buy more companies. So that's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see how this unfolds. I like Techland, but they haven't really put out, like, the Dying Light 2 was a little disappointing for me, but at the end of the day, it was just Dying Light just expanded, so I can't complain too much, but I wanted them to do something different. You know, they're a really good company. We also got word that Insomniac Games is working on a new multiplayer game coming assumingly after their Wolverine title, hopefully next year. So that should be a good timeline. We're gonna get Spider-Man 2 this year, and then hopefully we'll get a Wolverine, maybe even a Wolverine bundle for PS5 Pro or something along those lines. So that should be kind of interesting. And then the year after that, we'll get some multiplayer game from Insomniac. That's wild, but I'm curious. I'll say that I'm very curious what they have in store. There's also this game that got added to PlayStation Plus Extra tier. It's called Sea of Stars. It gave me Final Fantasy vibes. I've been playing the Pixel Remastered Collection, so that it just straight away gave me Final Fantasy vibes. So I might pick this one up, see what's up. But Sea of Stars, check it out if you're on PlayStation Plus Extra. I think it's going to be pretty interesting. So Bethesda did something really odd and random, but at the same time kind of cool. They put out an animation for StarField in the light of the upcoming release. If you haven't seen it, you can check it out. I have it linked down in the description. Very interesting, kind of just to pump everybody up for the hottest RPG this year, apparently. I really hope this game doesn't fall flat on its ass, but you know, we'll see. We also got word that the Xbox Series X SSD is impossible to replace if it fails. It is literally linked to the system. You can't, it's like a cord, you can't take it out whatsoever. You have to ship it to Microsoft, which is kind of insane to think about. But yeah, that's another L for Microsoft. Obviously they want you to go through them instead of replacing it yourself, which sucks, and you'll probably have to pay a hefty fee, but you know, that is the cost of playing with Microsoft. Ubisoft also canceled Immortals Phonix Rising's sequel. Obviously this game didn't do that hot. I really didn't even enjoy it too much. I mean, it was okay. It was kind of a Zelda ripoff, but I didn't see this one getting a sequel, to be honest. But that is some sad news. On the flip side, we got some new Armored Core 6 gameplay. It released this week and people lost their minds because it looks incredible. It looks very different. It does not look like a Souls-like, so that's awesome. I didn't want to be getting my ass beat the entire time. It's very fast-paced. You know, it's all over the place. It's very vertical. It's gonna be awesome. The builds that people are gonna come up with for their mechs, I can't wait to see what people have it in their noggin to go about. But can't wait for it. Also, a new Need for Speed is in development, which is kind of crazy that we're getting word on a new Need for Speed already. There were some rumors that they're gonna remaster a couple of the older ones, which is awesome. They already have been doing that. That's cool. But the last one that came out, I can't even really tell you the name. It was it was the comic booky centric one with the rap star. I can't even remember. I didn't pick it up. I've been waiting for a sale, but apparently we're already getting another one. So can't wait to see what that's all about. Hopefully they go back to the classic Need for Speed style. That'd be kind of nifty. Xbox also had some good news come out this week as their dashboard update rolled out. This looks so much better. It looks insanely better. You know, it's very consumer friendly. There aren't a bunch of ads all over the screen. You can actually see your background image better, but you know, it's not as good. I feel like the adaptation, like the only thing they could do more for this dashboard is if you just have like a setting where you don't touch your Xbox for like a minute, it just goes to your background and that's all you see. That'd be really cool. I'd be down for that little update, because it kind of just sucks that half your screen is taken up by nothing, you know. So but you know, at least it's more than what we had. I'll give them that. Terminator Resistance is also heading to Xbox. We got the latest trailer for their definitive edition that comes with the base game, and then you also get the story expansion, and then the little mini story with the T-1000 where you get to play as the Terminator. So that's all nice and dandy. It wasn't the greatest game in the world. I love playing as the Terminator. That was just OP, and that was a blast, I'll say. So if you're gonna pick this one up, that's one reason. I'll give you that. But there you go. Futurama is also heading to Fortnite. We got a new trailer for a little Fortnite event that is involving Futurama. Well, just add it to the list of intellectual property that Fortnite has acquired, like the Infinity Gauntlet. We also got news on the Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart's PC port. It seems to run great unless you don't have a SSD up to snuff, with some gamers having their game breakdown within the portal rifts, and then there was also some playtests that involved just regular hard drives, and they couldn't get through the portals either. The games actually just sometimes completely break down and stop. So that's, expected when it comes to PC, especially when you're doing something that Sony said can only be possible on the PS5, which is wild. But I imagine if you have a really decked out system, that you're not going to have problems, and if you do, it'll just be slight stuttering. But yeah, you're going to need something pretty beefy to run this game. That's why I suggest buying a PS5. Sony announced the PlayStation Plus games for August. We got 3 games this month for everybody. The extra and the premium tiers will obviously have more, but I'm just covering this because that's all that I have. I only have the essential. But we're getting PGA Tour 2K23. I'm not really a golf fan, but I'll pick this one up just because. See if I'm good at golf games. I just always imagined I'd be terrible, but we'll see. And then we have Death's Door, a tiny indie game. Looks interesting. Sometimes I check these out, sometimes I don't. It's all up to me. But the last one was Dreams, and this one was very strange for the community. Like, as a whole, we all came together and said, why is it coming to PlayStation Plus when it's leaving in the next month or so? That's a little strange for them to do that, but it is what it is. If you guys didn't check them out, check them out. We also got the reveal trailer for Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl 2, so that's awesome. The first one was alright. This one looks much better, so that's awesome. I'll check that one out when it hits. Capcom is also releasing a new game by March 2024, expected to sell millions, quote unquote. That's interesting. I don't know what that could be off their hot streak, so it could be something. I want to know if it's a new IP though, if it's just Resident Evil related or any of their franchises that are well known. That's going to be more disappointing. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like oh, what's they're going to put something new out? Are they going to release something new? So we'll just have to see. Sony also revealed that the PlayStation 5 has sold over 40 million units, passing that benchmark officially. That is insane. I just that's just wild. They're basically a 2-to-1 on console sales with Microsoft, so that's insane. They're doing double the consoles right now, and it shows. And lastly, we have the year-on-year Xbox financials from June 2022 to June 2023. The revenue went up 1% overall, but the Xbox content and services went up 5%, mostly due to third party, so that's nice. Console sales, however, went down 13% year over year. Game Pass, however, hit record numbers with the most subscribers and hours played by gaining 22% year over year. So that's crazy. That's awesome that Game Pass is actually getting some momentum. I don't know why, but it is gaining a little bit. But the sales for the consoles, that's wild. 13% down, while Sony is up 100%, and Nintendo are down, I think, maybe like a couple percent, 2-3%. So Xbox they're really hurting right now. It's very worrisome, I'll have to say. I don't know what the future holds for this industry, if Microsoft is just going to start doing some crazy acquisitions or what's going to happen, because I don't think they want to be defeated, to say the least. Alright guys, that's it for today's show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to join the Wolf Pack. Peace.
And all of me is